How's it, fellow adventurers? My name is Steph, and welcome back to Create Chronicles, the Endventure. Today, we've got, well, a bit of a problem. The Pillager Tower is back in business. I don't know how, I don't know why. We broke their spawner, we drove them out, but now they're here again, and they're angry. It's almost like something or someone is trying to push us out of this land. I think we need to get away from here for a bit, and there's one way to do that. The Skull Nether Portal we built. We've never actually gone through it since finishing it, so let's see where it leads. Is it still connected to our old Nether Portal, or will it take us somewhere else entirely? Wait, what the? This isn't the Nether? Oh no, this isn't good at all. I don't think we're in Minecraft anymore. This is a tiny bit of a problem. Where are we? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Whoa. What the heck? Where am I? What? Okay. This is different. I don't think we're in the Endventure anymore. What's going on here? What? Timberfell Cottage? I don't know. Where are we? What are we doing here? That end portal. What? Everything just went crazy. There's some ducks. Some sheep. Beautiful landscape. I don't understand what's going on. Okay. Golden leaf. As long as you have the leaf in your inventory, you will have infinite slow regeneration. It's interesting. I don't know where we are, but if the pillagers find this place too, we'll need to get ready fast. We need to gear up, need to get ready to fight. This time we won't be running. This time we'll fight. Let's examine this place inside. There's a bed. Nice fireplace. Okay. Does this chimney? Yes. This place looks beautiful. But... there's signposts. Let's just close the door. What is this? The night is approaching us. Waterwheel Forge. Kyrus Village. The Drifting Line. And Ruins in the Castle. But I see nothing. What the heck? Does this mean we will have to build it? I only see the village. We'll have to go and explore that, definitely. Let's go in before the night comes too close. And here's some books. Welcome to Homestead. Skyrus River. And this book, the Romana Guidebook. By Romana Instructions, a fast travel system where players can link signs over paths, allowing for instant teleportation between them. We will read this later on. That looks quite in depth. Welcome to Homestead. Welcome to Homestead, a world shaped by patience, purpose, and the gentle hum of invention. Here, every wheel that turns tells a story. Every field that grows carries the legacy of quiet hands and clever minds. Whether you're tilling soil or tinkering with gears, you're part of something older than you know. Take your time, build with care, and remember, even the smallest spark can turn the world. Welcome to Homestead. So, I'm not going to read all of this. You are more than welcome to. I will read it in the downtime. Enjoy the journey, whether you're here to build, explore, story every seed you plant. Welcome home. So I'll paste that in there. And then Skyrus River. I think this is a story about all of that, because that is Skyrus Village. Then there's a few other things. That's cool. The tale of the Skyrus Riverlands. Long before the first planks of Timberfell Cottage, hey, this is our place, were set in place, the winding Skyrus River carved life into the valley. At its southern cliffs, the remnants of an old age stood mossy wall and scattered battlements, later rebuilt into ruins and castle. But nothing is there. Does this mean we have to build it? The new stronghold of the Riverlands. I think we have to. That's probably where we're gonna have to fight the pillagers and stuff, maybe. Closer to the heart of the waterway, the rhythmic creak of turning gears echoed from Waterwheel Forge, where craft folks blended timber and iron to build tools, carts, and the first engines of progress. Waterwheel Forge, probably another one we have to build. Further along the banks, fishers cast their lines at the drifting line, a humble hut where stories flow as freely as the current. Nestled near fertile ground, Skyrus Village grew as the gathering place for traders, farmers, and travelers alike. Its people looked to the river, not just for food and trade, but as the silver thread binding all settlements together. And at the very start of it all stood Timberfell Cottage, a modern riverside home whose heart first lit the spark of the Skyrus Riverland. That's awesome. So I think we're gonna have to build these things. And, ooh, what is that? Phantoms? Let's sleep. Hey, sleep. First time in the bed. Sweet dreams. So we're going to have to build these things, except for the village. Hello, spider. Cool. I like, there's prismarine in that. I like this. It's so beautiful. And then the drifting line, all of that. We have a map. There's the village. I think this will be the castle then. The drifting line, they don't specify where, but the arrows show roundabout somewhere over here. And the Waterwheel Forge this way. So I don't know, there's water there, we can use the river. There's a dead bridge. Okay. A lot to do, not a lot of time. I think it's time to explore. But let's first start at home. Nothing in there. What's this? Cutting board. The board, Skyrus Riverland Settler's Task. Issued by the Council of Skyrus. Okay, so is somebody looking over us? 1. Raise the Timberfell span. Breach the waters of the Skyrus River to unite the northern and southern lands. That's probably that side and this side. Ensure the crossing is sturdy enough for carts, livestock, and in time engines. Okay, but how thick is that? 5. I'm gonna start with 5. We can always cross or go further. There's more. Construct the Waterwheel Forge. Harness the river's strength to power your machines. Equip the forge with tools to craft, milling, and smelting. Okay, so this is where we can use Create. Yes, 2. Okay. Establish the drifting line. Build a humble fishing hut along the riverbank. Secure a sturdy supply of fish to feed travelers and the villagers alike. Okay. And then fortify with ruined St. Castle. Rebuild the old mountain stronghold. Prepare siege engines and defense to guard against raiders. Okay. That's gonna be a pickle. Let's keep that there. Then we can always just come back and just tick, tick, tick. Like that, for example. Okay. What's in here? Awesome. Tiny bit of stuff. We'll go through that shortly. The chest. I'm going to keep the chest in here. White puffball spores. I don't know what to do with this. Okay. Leave that in there. Stone axe. Yeah, I'm happy we've got a stone axe. Then some wood. Cool, 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 cool. Put that there. And just a few more things. That's raw salmon. Can I put this... no, that's not on a fire. We can put it there. Awesome. I'm wondering if we can cook bread here as well. Can we make toast? No. Can we? Toast. Nope. So, yeah. Bread is what it is. Okay. Just stand here while we read through the quest book. So, there's quite a few things to do. It's not as intense as the Endventure, but this is going to be a lot more homesteady and a lot more fun. The Heart Sprout, the heart of Homestead. Whispers of the Wild. Roots that run deep. Tranquility. Herbal hexes. Liquid courage. Vines and vintage. Seasons and settled. Tidy corners. Ooh, yes. I love Tom Storage. The Portable Life. Okay, so this is backpacks. I don't know if it's sophisticated or not. Let's check. Cogs and Whimsy. This is Create. Fantastic. Embers Beneath. This is the Nether. Echoes of the Void is the End. The Deep Dark Secrets is the Deep Dark. Forged Fables. Oh, okay, so like ruby armor and stuff like that. I like that. So then we can put these armors on armor stands, and then tier 2 and above channel members will get their names in the game, and you can say which armor you would like. Ruby, topaz, peridot, aquamarine, sapphire, Amorite, and Jade. But it's all gonna take some time, so we might just start with the easy one, which is probably Ruby, and then we'll upgrade as you go. Just some things. Okay. Signals in the Stillness. This is redstone stuff. Whispers of the Signals. Complete to begin exploring the wireless redstone mod. Okay, I'm not gonna read through all of that now. Shapes with care. Because it's like sawdust, the mason tables, that's carpentry stuff. I love it. That's chipped, I think. And then Squishy Friends. This is plushies of the developer and their friends. Oops. That's literally what it is. Craftable name tags. Love it. String, iron ingots and paper. And then sunflower seeds, all of this. Mini sheep. From Let's Do Wild Nature and Tiny Fluffy and Companion. Tame them with sheared grass. Then saddle up for a cozy. Okay, that's cool. Trash can, panda falling trees. Yeah, we'll still go to and then looter, iron chest restocks. Okay, I'm not gonna go through all of this. Let me know if you want to have me go a tiny bit more in depth. Homestead custom mod. What's inside the Homestead mod? The Homestead mod is a custom-made additional build by Cozy Cork team. Packed with unique content you won't find anywhere else. Custom mods, charming original creatures that bring life and challenge to your world. Mobs, exclusive items, a special lantern and taming tool made just for Homestead, mounts and integration, rideable companions that even interact with mobs. Okay, that's cool. Like the golden leaf, we've got passive regeneration, keep in your inventory, emergency healing, 3 charges, right click, and then crafting ingredient requires to craft the tranquil lantern. And that's the tranquil lantern. More than just a light source, the tranquil lantern is a magical beacon of peace powered by the rare golden leaf. Area of tranquility. Disable hostile mob spawns in a 34 block radius while giving off a soft calming glow. Ooh. And maybe put this in Waterwheel Forge. The regenerative grace and then crafting recipe surrounded by 8 regular lanterns. Custom mobs, furlings, tame with cozy, okay, mushlings, mystical elk. Can pause and read through this if you want. And cozy crumbs. We'll go through how to craft, honey bottle, wheat used to tame, furlings and mushlings. Interesting. So that's done. We can read through all of that whenever. And then Homestead. So yeah, this is the mod pack, which will be our next adventure. I believe we won't be jumping mod pack soon because Create Chronicles messed up, the server messed up, and just I wasn't in the mood to continue. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, now we are in the Homestead mod. Let me know what you think of this. I am very excited to start this mod. It is a lot more like, I don't know, it's a lot more creative in a way, and we can tell our story. We're going to continue with this story that we have started building. Shucks, how do I get out of here? There, no, leave me alone. I don't have the sword, nothing. Whew, thank goodness we saw that, otherwise we would have been dead. But yeah, we're gonna continue with this story, and let me know what other stories you would like to see and hear. And feel free to tell your story. What other stories does the Waterwheel Forge have? When we build a farm, what should the farm name be? And so on and so forth. This can be a beach where people can chill. We've got so much to do. And when you look there at the back, that's probably where the castle is. Well, should be. I'm excited for that. And here's a little duck. Hello, duck. Cuteness overload. Ooh. Pet a duck. That's cute. But yeah, we need to go and not die, firstly. Secondly, I don't need that anymore. We need to look for a mine. We need to get stuff organized. And we need to start building a bridge. The Timberfell span. Bridge the waters, and I'm assuming it is this bit over here. So we're gonna bridge over here, and then this is a nice spot for Waterwheel Forge. And this is a pelican. Here we go. Hazelnut bushes. Oh, nice. And then what can we do with hazelnuts? Recipes? Nothing. We can just eat it. Okay, I'm just gonna take you off. So this is a nice spot for Waterwheel Forge. We can have the water wheels connect over here. As it's a natural flowing river, I'm assuming downwards. Yeah, because here's a huge cross, so it will flow this way. I'm thinking. Otherwise we make it flow that way. And then the water wheels can carry power into here. We can have a whole lot of powers underneath here and build Waterwheel Forge right here. What do you guys think? a nice spot for a nice building. So we can have a few things here at the bottom, a few things at the top. Bridge over here. What's the thing called? The drifting line. We can maybe have the drifting line maybe over here. Not too up north. So then we've got the drifting line over here. And then let me know what other builds you would like to see as well. And I'm thinking the castle is somewhere around here. There it is. Oh, this is just ruins. We're gonna have to rebuild the whole thing. And obviously it's not spawning in everything. Okay, that's nice. Yes, let's eat some berries and jump into building the bridge. Off camera, you know what it looks like to gather wood in that. I'm going to go and gather some oak. There's some oak there, some oak, some birch, and some of these spruce. I will be back. There we have it. The Timberfell span now stands proudly across the Skyrus River, united the two halves of our new homeland. From this day forward, traders, farmers, and wanderers will cross these planks on their way to the future we're building together. We just did some cobblestone walls, some stripped oak logs and spruce buttons. Then I did some stairs at the bottom just so that it looks like it is holding up the bridge. From there it's just oak and spruce fencing, and I had the trapdoors on the top, but then it didn't allow me to put the leaves on top of that, so I put the trapdoors at the bottom now. This looks a tiny bit weird, but just imagine it is what it is. And then, I don't know, I used torches now. I didn't get enough iron to actually make enough tools, as well as, because I used shears for the leaves. And then, as well as, I want to make lanterns to put here, so that just looks a bit more ambiance. But I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, because the lanterns won't hang here from the bottom. Maybe not. But yeah. This is what it is. I can maybe put a fence out and one lantern down or something like that. We'll see when we get there. And then we've got some oak and spruce trapdoors to just have it in the middle. I hope you enjoyed the time-lapse of this. And yeah, that means that next time we need to do Water Wheel Forge. Thanks for the egg, duck. Yeah, Water Wheel Forge. And we will go and explore the village. Maybe we need to start terraforming and cleaning up the area a tiny bit, but I want to try and just stay with the terrain as much as possible, instead as cleaning up the terrain. Have some of these whenever we can make it. Break it down, move all the way over, well, not to just have a path coming over here, and to the sign and stuff like that. And then I think I'm going to level out this level and close some of this, all of this, some of this until a certain point, and then just flatten out with dirt. Then we'll have water wheel forge right here. Just have a nice entrance, and then the second story pretty much to the top with all our create contraptions in there. Ooh, I don't want to fall in there. Cool, but that's gonna be that. Next time, we turn our eyes to the river's power and begin work on the water wheel forge. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. Unfortunately, this is where we have time. We can't do anything else today because, yeah, that's gonna be the end. I really do hope you enjoyed this, and I do hope you understand why we moved to Homestead. This is going to still have Create in it, just with a bit more of a story and enjoyment. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Let me know some lore you would like to add to the world, as well as some names and things like that. I'll catch you in the next video. Members' names from tier 2 and up will be in the game with some armor, and members get early access to all these videos. Bye bye for now.